everybody, DP in the house, bringing you another task force or tournament special for the Angry family. Let me know if you guys can hear me, hear the music, hear the sound, game sounds, make sure everything is all good. Bringing you guys today, Angry Flamingos versus Angry Volcano. Two of our task forces in the Angry family, one of them being our I'll get to the rules. So we've got kind of special rules given that we kind of realized that volcanoes actually can't be a task force. So once you guys can hear me okay, I will kind of go through all the task force tournament rules. But essentially, Angry Flamingos is on their third round of our family-wide all task force participating. So they've been doing really well. They've beaten. Justin says you're breaking up. Okay. All right. Let me take a quick look. All right. Let me know if that's okay. Hopefully, should be all good now in terms of the volume. All right. So, flamingos. They have beaten parrots and they have beaten hedgehogs, and they are now facing on an op that they have pretty much never seen. Dead end. They are facing volcanoes. So you can tell that we've rolled an op, and this one's going to be a little bit less fun than some of the harder ops that we roll, because I rolled a really easy one. But essentially, what's going to happen is each task force is going to have players, and you can see the player lists up on your screen. The left side for flamingos and right side for volcanoes. But each task force is going to take turns hitting, and we have Axiom, which we've noted will take 2 hits. TechCrunch, we said, will take 1 hit. Three hits for Ballast. 2 hits for Commodore. Two hits for Dredge. And 4 hits for Volcanoes. Or, sorry, for Rogue. So you can see they've already broken up the packages. And in a little bit, we'll kind of flip coins and see who will go first. Crow's Nest says, good luck, everyone. I thought these Task Force versus Task Force streams are going to go out on Crazy Turtle's channel. Yep. Usually, it just kind of depends on if he has time setting them up. So it was his birthday yesterday. Big shout out to Crazy Turtle and his birthday. So didn't try and bother him in terms of setting it up. So we'll do this one on my channel, and then if he gets a chance, we'll do the second one that we have today on his channel. So a little bit about the rules, just given that from a volcano perspective, a lot of these players actually have low offense statues. So you can see we have Master Morty. Big shout out to Master Morty for hitting badge. You can see that he has actually just 3 offensive statues, right? So he has 1 GBE, 2 troop damage, and then the rest are kind of troop health and ice statues. So he actually will not be boosted for his hit. You can see it's only 18 minutes left on his boost. But a little bit about the rules. So we'll have 1 minute shot clock. I didn't actually quite figure out how to put the shot clock on the stream yet, so we're going to go based off of my phone timer. Each team will have 1 minute to hit after I kind of say, this team up next. If they do not hit within that 1 minute, it's a 10-point deduction. If they go out of turn, it's a 10-point deduction. And then we have some rules when it comes to boost level and when players can go. So if you notice on your screen, you'll notice who's leaderboard players or who is not leaderboard players. leaderboard players cannot hit until all of the non-leaderboard players have hit. So leaderboard players meaning current or former leaderboard players. So whether that's ninjas, starfish and above, any task force that has been on a leaderboard, we consider that a leaderboard team. And so we're going to allow for all the trainees in Flamingos and all of the non-leaderboard players to hit first. And then, as you can see, Volcanoes is made up of quite a few more leaderboard players than Flamingos. So we decided, instead of trying to have Volcanoes like redo their player list, you know, a lot of people don't speak English, or a lot of people who don't actually have time today. Instead of having them kind of scramble for players, we will actually allow Flamingos to boost their MPs. So for any, so the Flamingos will actually have, I believe, 6 players who will be allowed to boost MPs, because Volcanoes has 9 leaderboard players, Flamingo has 3 leaderboard players, the difference is 6. We thought that was fair. All leaders have agreed to this. If, for some reason, a leaderboard player goes ahead of a non-leaderboard player, or if for some reason Flamingos boosts more than an MP, then it's automatically going to cost their team. So, as you guys kind of know already from prior task force wars, players who don't hit because their team finishes their bases early get 100 bonus points for each hit that they save. So we decided that if a player or a team doesn't follow the rules, even by mistake, that team will automatically lose all of their bonus points that they would get from saved hits. And it looks like this one's going to be pretty costly, because I think we only have 4, 5, 6, 7 hits out of 12 slated for each team. So that's up to 500 points off that their team will lose from bonuses, or more. And if for some reason both teams take all 12 hits to hit their packages, then it's a 100-point deduction for any kind of mishap with rules. Alright, so all rules clear, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to flip a coin. Heads or tails? Raymond Johnson says 9 leaderboard players. It'll be slaughtered. Good luck, Flamingos. Yep. Quite possibly that Flamingos may or may not get slaughtered. But, you know, Flamingos is our lowest level task force. But they also have some beasts on there, so you can see that they've already Okay, so it looks like Volcanoes is going to go first. They went ahead and did a coin toss. Rosa is pretty familiar with how these go, so all good. All right, so yes, Jaeger said, just bear in mind none of these Volcanoes are active leaderboard players. True, but you know, once you kind of know how to do certain maps, it's kind of hard to forget, right? So Volcanoes up first. And then you guys have 1 minute to go. Yep. So, Jaeger's like, I've never hit DE before. You know what? That's okay, because most of these bases are the same, and from former ops. And I think you're actually just messing with me that you've never hit D before. So, all right. Volcanoes has 1 minute to go. They're going first. What's up, 3C? What's up, Raymond? What's up, Mrs. Doyle? CK, K Dizzle, and Maddie, Werex. And while these players are going, while we're waiting for these players to go, I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. Dave, Angry Dave, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. If you guys want, he will actually be doing a task force feature stream right after this. And then after Dave's feature stream, we will actually be doing another task force tournament. It's going to be Angry Ice Holes versus Pandas. Had to think for a second there. All right, so okay, so it looks like there's a little confusion in terms of who went first. I believe. So I won't dock them for the delay right here, but all right. So we'll give them a little reset because they were confused about who's going first. So Volcano is up first. 1 minute. God, I can't believe I rolled such an easy op. I don't think I've seen some of these bases like in quite a long time, like Commodore. Jaeger says, when I've built up my next 2 accounts, I'll go back to a leader team, but not until summer. Yeah, leaderboard team's really draining on powder, so. What's up, Angry Nave? All right, so 10-point deduction for volcanoes. All right, what's up, Nixon? Big shout out to Nixon. He's playing on volcanoes. All right, so we have one-man show in on Axiom. So you guys will have to remind me just to make sure to check like all the boosts and everything like that, just because I'll forget. So what you guys need to try to do is to help vote for all of these players' scores, so you guys will actually get to vote on how well the player does. So make sure to vote. The format is !vote and then a space and then whatever option that you want to give them in terms of a score. So we'll vote after one-man show goes. Let's see how he does. Warehouse supposed to be about 125 or so. Looks like you should be able to get most of it down. A very nice hit from one-man show. All right, so I'm going to start a poll for one-man show. All right, so if you guys can please vote. Exclamation mark vote, space, and the number. Oops, I did a little bit of a quick poll, so if you guys can make sure to vote. All right, so looks like one man show got 6 points. All right, let me update the score. All right, 6 points for one man show. All right, so next up we'll have Flamingos. Yeah, Jaeger says, bear in mind it's unboosted. I did forget to say that. So all volcanoes will be unboosted. Only Flamingos will have a few players that are allowed boost. So I believe their first 3 players will not have any boost. So Rizwan in for Flamingos. Looks like he's going to do some Sparky work. What's up? Oh, K-Dizzle says you're a little too far from the mic. All right, sorry. Yeah, I was just moving around a little bit. Oh no, where's the wrong rocket? Oh no, he's fine. Okay, so just not enough to kill things. All right, so that should be Bartable. What's up, Crazy Knot? All right, so he managed to hack those 2 rockets and not have a hot beach. Now he's going to clear a little bit to the right side. Something just fell. Alright, so he cleared quite a bit of this and was able to clear the right side as well. So it looks like this might be pretty close to being able to be rushed. Alright, so if you guys could please vote for Rizwan on Ballast. Let me see if I still have a bio up for him. Oh, I had to shut down from my from that. So let me pull up his bio and I'll read that bio while you guys vote. And we'll have volcanoes up next. 1 minute. Alright, so I will note the 10-point deduction from Volcano's side. So I am back, got 6 points for his YouTube score, but he went in late, so 10 points deduction. Crow's Nest says, is there a rule against using tanks? No, no rules against using whatever troop you want, so go for it. Yeah, Jaeger, I haven't figured out how to show like an actual shot clock, so I'm using it like on my phone. But essentially, like anytime I say task force up next 1 minute, and then once it hits the 1 minute mark on the chat, that's pretty much when the shot clock goes. Meta Warrior. Alright, so Corsa's up next for Volcano. He is a non-leaderboard player. Also read you guys the bio for Rizwan. His name is Levi. He's a Scorcher expert, but he thinks it's time to change to the most powerful tricks, AZ. Likes Boom Beach, starting from the bottom to reach the top, soon to be an expert hacker. Alright, so it looks like our last hitter also got 6 points. So, because Flamingos have trainees and they are hitting an op that's up 3 levels above their current like typical task force op, we are actually giving all trainees a 5-point kind of trainee bonus. So as you can see for Rizwan, we will give him a 5-point bonus off his 6 for his earlier hit. Alright, Corsa's doing very nicely. Man, this is just like, with Speed Serum and this op roll, it's just crazy. This op is going to go down so fast. Can Corsa get it? 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock for him to pound the core. Crow's Nest says, is battle orders and speed serum effective together? I believe the answer to that is no. I think Brick does like a little bit of damage, but it's not like stacked. Yeah, according to like Huda and some of the angry like turtle guys, it's not stacked. And then Kegmeister did like a big test on it earlier and said that um, it's not like complete damage either. But we can't actually like figure out um, what the like actual difference is. He couldn't actually figure out what his notes said from his prior testing. KW says serum only boosts speed, not damage. Yeah, but in general though, like if you think about boosting speed, it'll still, in theory, have extra damage just because you're shooting faster. So it's hard to calculate a little bit. All right, so we have TechCrunch on the board for volcanoes. I'll go ahead and add 100 points to their scores. All right, so Flamingos next. One minute. All right, if you guys could, please open up your YouTube chat and vote for Corsa on TechCrunch. STFU is in ballast. I think that's one of my favorite like account names. There's a few account names that I just like absolutely adore. STFU makes me crack up every single time. Man, Raymond is throwing shade. Alright, so STFU for Flamingos. Looks like he's gonna go for a core rush. STFU is Crazy Madman on a mission with a bunch of beautiful girls, over 100 plus girls teaching him every day. Not afraid to lose them all and teach them more. Love to take risks and smash what others won't touch. Very nice hit from STFU on Ballast. Able to finish the core. Looked like it was 1.2 million. So, got 300 points on the board for Flamingos for finishing Ballast. And I'll update score for Corsa on TechCrunch, who got an 8. If you guys could, please now vote for STFU on Ballast. Volcano up next, 1 minute. Let's see where they'll hit. We might actually not get to any of the low offense accounts. So we have a couple low offense accounts. Master Morty, Payman, I believe Belgeron is also going to use a lower offense account. I was actually kind of interested in seeing what they would have done. With like 1 GV, but let's go ahead and see what they're doing. So it looks like it should be Meta Warrior up next. All right, we got 10 points for our Flamingos trainee. So he'll get 10 points plus an extra 5 points. Yeah, Morty, you can hit whenever the leaderboard players go. So you guys only have, yeah, Meta is your last non-leaderboard player. So like I said, you can hit whenever your leaderboard players are up. All right, so Meta Warrior is going to try and finish off Axiom. Is Nixon having trouble with the voting? Oh. Oh, brick got popped. His flare ran out, and I don't think he realized. Nick goes, technology is too much for me. Alright, pop goes Axiom. Nice kill from Meta Warrior. Caitlyn goes, Nixon, are you too old? Caitlyn. Okay, so you guys could please vote for Meta Warrior on Axiom. And for any of the volcanoes guys going, I'll actually write it in chat now. Volcano leaderboard players now go in whatever order. Flamingos hits next. 1 minute. So I will update score for Volcano for Axiom. So it looks like they finished Axiom and TechCrunch. So 300 points for Volcano. Swag goes, Angry Flamingos versus Angry Volcanoes. That's so unfair to Flamingos. Actually, no, because you know what, Swag? They beat both parrots and hedgehogs, so they get to go and get seeded to a higher level team. All right, next up we got Salimba. This is Zaki. He's actually a trainee on break. He's a cheeky schoolboy, always messing around with his potty mouth. Very clingy and needy. He's a real handful. But if he wasn't here, they would all miss him in Flamingos. Toy Soldier goes, Mingo's brought in some ringers. Yep, so they've got a few leaderboard players as well. Jaeger, scoreboard is not biased. I think the score for Volcanoes hasn't updated yet. Alright, there you go. Just updated. Oh, okay. Zuko's walking around a little weird. Looks like he is going to... try to... Well, he flashed the shot, killed the rocket launcher. Oh, got popped off by that rocket launcher. And I think he's out of GBE now. Hey, look, he cleared that last mine with his troops. They were walking so fast that the boom cannon couldn't actually, the boom cannon couldn't shoot him in time, so he was actually able to kill that one mine with the brick. Y'all see that? That was hilarious. Alright. So let me update some scores real quick. The last hitter actually got 6 points, which was Meta. So I will update Meta for 6 points. And then now, if you guys could please vote for Salimba's hilarious clear with brick. I'm going to do a quick check real quick. Yeah, it looks like I don't think anybody is boosted yet. So good. Everybody's followed the rules so far. Jaeger goes, to be honest, we should have done DC. Well, I would have seated you guys higher if you guys had done all offense, the all offense statues to begin with. But yes, that was the whole discussion for about 10 hours. Alright, so Boombastic is also Death Ranger. This is one of his 5 statue alts. So, yeah, Nixon, you're almost there. Maybe the next vote we can actually get you right. So, exclamation mark, the word vote in all lowercase, and then the space, and then the number. Bullet taunt clear on the right side. Lasers are shooting at Bullet because he peeked first. Now he's cleared those rocket launchers and lasers, and now is going to clear these flamethrowers. And now he's going to fire the left rocket over here. You know what I think is going to happen next? Don't quote me on this, but I can bet you that we will see one of Volcano's high troop damage accounts going next on the next hit on road. Oh, he's going to lose some girls to those shock lines, but I think he's out of GB. I always tell my trainees, one way to make sure you help clear mines for the next hitter is to use your girls. Just kidding. Raymond says he's wasting time. Don't forget, unboosted, so he's actually just going to make sure that he can clear mines and mark stuff for the next hitter. So. Oh look, he retreated. Big shout out for the live stream retreat. Okay, so what we will do is, so Limbo on Commodore got 2 points, so let me update. So Limbo's score, 2 points plus the 5 that he gets for being a trainee. 2 plus 5 for Zaki. And then, please, vote for Boom Backstick on Rogue. Flamingos next, 1 minute. So they have an option between Commodore or Dredge for their trainee. It looks like Flamingos, Rosa said that he's going to have the crazy German next. And I believe I misspoke earlier when I said Boombastic was Death Ranger. I think Boombastic is actually SB from Krabs. Everybody give a big shout out to Nixon for actually figuring out how to vote. Alright, so looks like Flamingos get a 10-point deduction as well. And the crazy German is in for Dredge. What's up, Bumba and Jiggly? And everybody, Mulan is in chat. Everybody please give a shout out to Mulan for all the amazing artwork that she's put together. So she's created the thumbnail for this Task Force 4 as well as the one that we'll have in about 3 hours. So everybody gives Mulan some love. The crazy German. He is a semi-reformed pirate and criminal. He's here to kick butt and chew bubblegum, and he is all out of bubblegum. Small peek. Oh no! He missed the shot on the shock launcher over here. But that's a really nice hit from one of our Flamingos trainees. Would have definitely got it down if he hadn't missed that shock. What's up, J-Train? Alright, so I'm going to update scores over here. We got Boombackstick, who had a 8, I believe. add that to the score. And then if you guys could, please vote for Flamingos, the crazy German. I love saying his name. I've said his name 3 times now, like on 3 different streams. Oh no, he had a call that made him lose game fee. That stinks. Alright, so volcanoes next. 1 minute. What's up, Punisher? Punisher goes, speed serum works on defenses as well, correct? Yes, that is very true. So, it'll actually speed up how fast they turn and how fast they shoot. So you definitely do not want to be using them around machine guns. So we have Spartan up next. The crazy German got 6 points, so he gets 6 points plus his 5 points for trainee, but unfortunately he got a little bit late, so I'll have to dock 10 points for Flamingos for that. I'm actually really surprised. I thought they had like a high troop damage account, so it looks like they're actually just kind of going and clearing first. At this time, I believe also Flamingos are allowed their MP boosts, so keep in mind for that. They'll be able to have 2 players who are MP boosted. Spartan clearing the world up here. Finish clearing by 4. This has that one pesky little mortar to deal with. And I think he is just going to leave it be. Because he's only going to shoot a few of his scrolls. Toy Soldier says, I just tried to click on the rocket launcher to check the range. No, volcanoes are not doing 3 offense hits. They didn't want to pull their volcano accounts out. So Spartan should be able to clean it up nicely for the next person to kill it. So he hacked the cannon, and then the boom cannon just shot him. But it should be all good again for a finish. Alright, so if you guys could, please vote for Spartan on his hit on Rogue. DP was the shield health. Alright, let me check. Shield health was 17.5 million before they killed the 3 on the side. Or 4 on the side. So don't forget though, it's all unboosted for volcanoes. Alright, Flamingos up next, 1 minute. Daredevil in very quickly. He's been waiting for this base. No, just walked out. I've been streaming so much on the weekends that they're kind of just like used to it now. I'll do a score update usually once a base goes down, because it's a little bit easier to do that once, rather than trying to calculate the core health remaining and things like that. Oh, he's got a little bit of smoke gap, but it should be okay. Yep, Izuka survived. Thanks, Raymond. I wasn't planning on doing that, in my head on live stream. I would have embarrassed myself quite greatly. Alright, so let's see if he's going to have 3 shocks. One, two. Oh, he missed the shot. Oh no. Okay, so he had one more shot. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Oh no. So close. So close. Yeah, Punisher. I think the main thing was clearing mines for the next hitter, so all good. Letting a trainee kind of go practice a flash on the shock, and then clearing mines for the next hitter. Alright, so I'm going to do some checks on boost now, because I just want to make sure everything is all good. Daredevil should only have MP boosted. Perfect. And then I'm going to check on the crazy German. I don't know if he actually boosted or not. I think he was allowed to boost, but yeah. Okay, so the crazy German also boosted MPs. Perfect. So far, so good. Everybody's following rules. I like that. Alright, so if you guys could please vote for Daredevil on Commodore. Volcano's up next. 1 minute. Should be a pretty easy finish now for Volcanoes. I think there was 3.5 million left on core. Alright, you got Rubio going. Rubio is Jaeger. I think he mentioned earlier that he's on crabs. Alright, so looks like last hitter, Daredevil got 8 points. Let me make sure that he is not a trainee. I don't believe so, so he probably won't get the extra points. Yes, Daredevil is the co-leader, and his name is Barry. Been with the family for 5 years, leader of hedgehogs, been with the family for 10 months now and loves it. Works on a farm in Pennsylvania and hasn't had a day off this year. So he can find time to play, so can you. Alright, so Rubio for Volcanoes is in. That's Jaeger. You guys have been seeing him in chat. Looks like he's going to. Oh god, oh god. Ha! Thank goodness for low health or low damage shocks. And maybe he has troop health. I don't know. I need to check. But you see that the shot kind of took a pop off and didn't kill his girls, so he should be able to easily finish this. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put up a poll now for Rubio, because it's pretty clear he'll be able to finish off this core. If you guys could, please vote for Rubio, and then I will take a quick pause and also update base scores for Volcanoes, because they've actually finished all their bases. And pop, 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 pop goes Rogue. So, Volcanoes, 400, 500, 600, 700. Yep, 700 points for base scores. Alright, and then Flamingos up next. 1 minute. Looks like Jaeger got a 6, so update the score there. And then I'll take a look, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. I gotta check that. Looks like 7 players on Volcano's side did not hit. So once I check my math on that, looks like they'll get an extra 700 bonus points. Angry Nave says, should be med kids, not smoke. I believe our PvP players might use smoke on core. I'm not sure though. That'd be something to ask Turtle. So this is Jerk Store. Pop goes the weasel. Nice flash kill. Jerk Store is an officer. He lives in Alaska, and he is, I can't say that on stream. He just thinks that, yep, I cannot read that either. Started in shells, the Bart Giles, Breezy, and his baby account was in cheetahs and flamingos. Rest in peace, cheetahs. Alright. If you guys could now, please vote for Jerkstore on com, and then we'll allow Flamingos to go next again. Our board is in. He, I think, participated in all the task force wars for Flamingos so far. So big shout out to him for that. Our board is Matt Globals. He's an officer. And also part of Angry Bird Jobs. I kind of miss the days of like dredge clearing. This is a bad layout for that though. Angry Knave says they are scary birds, Master Morty. Yep. Oh, he's got a little bit of smoke gap, I think. Should be okay. Alright, cool. Should be able to get this down easily. And pop, pop, pop. Down goes Dredge. Let me update some scores and then we'll get you a final score for the two task forces. So, Jerkstore, he got an E, was it? Yep. What's up, Angry Dave? You guys, please subscribe to his channel. Click on his picture, subscribe. He's going to be doing a stream in 53 minutes or so. Believe it's a task force war feature. I do not remember which task force, but I think it's Sparrows. So go check out his channel after that, and then after his Sparrows task force stream, 4 o'clock Eastern time, we will do another task force for pandas versus ice holes. So please, guys, vote for the last hitter. We are bored on the dredge finish, and I'm going to calculate some scores for volcanoes. So volcanoes ends up with 1424, and then once the voting happens for flamingos, we'll figure out. Okay, so dredge looks like a 10. So 10 points for rear board, and then 100. I'll just make sure. So we had 13 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits from flamingos. So it should be okay. So 560 in terms of bonus scores and player YouTube scores. So they will have 1260. So we'll give that a little bit of time to update. It'll take a couple of seconds or minutes or so. One does what dropped off. Just my cell phone onto my computer. It's all good. Alright, so we have for our Angry Flamingos versus Angry Volcano Task Force 4. Angry Flamingos at 1260 and Volcanoes at 1424. So, yeah, Bonbon, I was just talking to myself as I was calculating the scores. I happen to do that a lot. Alright, so Volcanoes will move on to hit Angry Breezy, I believe, is their next Task Force 4. So, big shout out to our Volcanoes team, our PvP team who is moving on. And guys, don't forget again, if you want to continue to watch these streams, subscribe to my channel or subscribe to Turtle's channels. It'll be on either one of our channels depending on availability and of the channel. And 2 o'clock Eastern time in about 15 minutes, we've got Angry Dave doing an Angry Sparrow Task Force feature. And then in about a little less than 3 hours, you'll also have another task force for Ice Holes versus Pandas. So stay tuned for the next few streams and hope everybody enjoys. Big shout again to Mulan for the thumbnail and for all of the organizers. DP is out.